So, if you watched our last video, we talked about like what this channel is going to be about and the different things that we're going to be doing. And so you will have seen the shelving units that we actually are using for our Wizarding World collection. And as I told you in the first one, I was going to as I get items, I'm going to be displaying them and showing you like, what I like, and we're going to just kind of be displaying them together. So if you have any ideas or a way that would display better, leave it in the comments below so that we can all kind of see like what you recommend or how you display, so that we can all benefit from this. But anyway, so the first video we did, we actually displayed our original Harry Potter series and our potions. So the next shelf above that, I decided to do it as a Gringotts shelf. I don't have a lot for Gringotts, but over the years I have actually collected a little bit. So I thought I would show you like what I have and what I like and the things that I recommend, and they all come from different places, so if you see something you like, then you'll know where it came from. And so with this one for Gringotts, I actually found this and decided that I would kind of do it front and center, just to kind of give you an idea on what I was talking about as far as wanting to do artwork in here that hangs. So these are just the little like command hook things that you can get. They're the little small ones, and I went with white because I've got the white shelves. They do have clear, and they do have the darker ones if you want to do those as well. So I did hang one here. And from the Dollar Tree, I actually ended up getting these 5x7 print or picture frames. And so I went ahead and bought several of these to where I would get all the kind of same ones to use throughout my shelves. I can add other colors and stuff in, but I thought I would want these to kind of sprinkle throughout just to kind of make it all kind of go together. And by doing the white, it doesn't take away or add more color, so I thought that would be good. So I went online and I actually found this image. Now, if I could buy this somewhere, I would. I couldn't find it for sale. I just found it as an image. So I just resized it to a 5x7 and then printed it out. Now, I decided to use this one for a Gringotts shelf. So if you're not very familiar with the Wizarding World, Gringotts is the Wizarding World Bank. And so I have a few things that I thought I could make a shelf to start with. I will be adding more to this as I get items, but I don't have them all yet. So, and again, these shelves are things that I can add to as I create. And that's what I really, really want to do, is to be able to keep getting things on our different adventures and adding it to them. So again, this is going to be the Gringotts shelf, and this is the very first thing I did was I got these command hooks. There's one little one right here, and it's the same size that I have on this one. And I just fed it through the back, took the backing off, lined it up correctly, and I pushed on this carefully at the top, not on the glass. And I just kind of held it in place for about a minute to make sure that it would stay. Now, I also got some of the clear glue tabs or sticky tabs that they have at Dollar Tree. They come like 60 to a little package hanging up with the craft stuff. And I put some on the back of these to make sure that it would hold and to stay in place. So I actually probably have like, I probably have 6 or 7 back here, just along the back part. just to make sure. Like I said, they come in like a large thing for like $1.25. And so I wanted to make sure that they would stay. So these just have, and they're removable. They won't damage anything, just like the little command hook back here. They won't damage this if I take it off. So that is what is holding this up. So it's just a little 5x7 photo frame. I took the actual easel off the back. I just pried it off to where it would hang flat. And that's what I use. So this is just, it's the Daily Profit, but it's the break-in at Gringotts. And I love the way that the words were swirled and things like that. So if I ever were to come across this as an actual card or an actual like a foiled image to where it would stand out a little bit more, I would definitely get it. And I would swap it out because I love foiling. I love for it to be shown. So one of the things that I haven't done with this shelving unit is it does not actually have lighting for this. So when I get through or get it to where I like the way it looks, I will eventually get lights to put it under each shelf. So I plan on putting at least one in the middle, but I'm thinking maybe I should do 2 on each one. I don't really know how I'm going to do that yet. So as we get to it, I hope you're along for the ride. And if you have any ideas on cheap lighting, leave it in the comments below. So let's get back to this shelf. So this is going to be my front and center. And so this is the one thing that I definitely want everyone to see. So doing this shelf, I plan on decorating mainly around the image and then coming out and doing all along the bottom. And so I have a few items here that we can use. Again, at Dollar Tree. And Dollar Tree does not sponsor me or anything, but I am always about trying to find the cheapest way to do things the best. And so I am one of those that will shop for something for a long time until I finally settle on something. Just because I try not to waste money and I want to be able to put the money into the investment parts, not really the display parts. But I also don't want anything to get ruined or broken. So I have to think about that as well too. So if displaying it has to be done in a way that I spend more money, then that's what I'm going to do. So with hanging these things, I definitely went with the Command brand of hooks because I don't want this stuff to fall. They're actually photo cubes, and again, Dollar Tree, so they were $1.25 for this little set. And it's actually used to be able to, you open it up and take it apart and you can display photos in it. And I thought, you know what, I have a better idea. So for my lighter weight items, I actually took those and took them apart, and you can actually use these for height. So they're not huge, but because these shelves are only about 12 inches that I'm going to be using, you can make them larger by moving these or smaller. But for what I was needing, this is basically like the perfect height for these. So I thought, well, I could get these and anything that I want to use, you know, to give me some height here and still be able to put something down here, it wouldn't take away. And so that's what I did, was I got these, and I ended up, they had a box of them, and I just went ahead and bought quite a few of them. Now, if you have a Family Dollar Tree, know that on Saturdays, they actually, if you download their app, they have a $5 coupon in there for if you spend $25, you basically get $5 free or $5 off. So you could get $25 worth for $20, which means basically you get stuff for free. So if I were you and you have one of those, I would go on Saturday to buy my stuff and then buy $25 worth and get stuff for free. So that not only will the stuff be lower by buying it at Dollar Tree, but then you can spend $25 and get, you know, the $5 off. So you don't even really end up spending, you know, $1.25 on your items. So just kind of a little hack that I would do, or a little, you know, thought as to being able to save money and using the same things that I'm using, or you may even find something better there. But I did get these, and I really do like them because they're see-through. They don't take away from anything that I'm displaying. One of the things I knew I wanted for this was to get one of the Gringotts banks. And one of my favorite Gringotts banks that I can afford and within reason of size is the Department 56 one. Now, Department 56 is a little more expensive, but they have a good and a bad rep. So the old Department 56 items, the original Snow Village and things like that, a lot of that doesn't really get you back your money for what you spend on it. But as long as you're using it and you love it, it's okay. Like, we got to have things that we love in our lives, or life just doesn't seem to be worth living. And so if Department 56 Original Snow Village is something that brings you joy, save your money and buy it. That is all I'm going to say about it. Save your money, buy it, display it, love it, and you do you. But as far as the Harry Potter Village goes, they do have the Department 56 Harry Potter Village, and as those pieces come out and retire, they are skyrocketing in value. I am so proud to be able to say that I own all of the pieces except for the Whomping Willow, which has the Ford Anglia spinning around it, that I want. Now, I don't collect, as I said in this video, I don't actually collect the characters, so I'm not collecting any of the Harry Potter people. So they do have a lot of the figurines that go with these village pieces that are the people, but you're not going to see those on my shelves because I just don't collect them. Because one, when they try to do figurines that are people, you have to have it spot on for it to look great. And I don't feel like these are made spot on images. I don't like the little dotted eyes and the lines. I mean, obviously they're hand painted and that shows, but that's just not something that I really want to collect. And so I don't. Now, if I get to the point that I find figurines that I think are absolutely amazing, you know, perfect replicas of the people, I then may start collecting the people. But for now, I just do buildings and items and the creatures, or the beast. So one thing that I do have is the Gringotts Bank by the Department 56. And this is it. So I got this one, and it actually has a hole right here for you to be able to run the light that comes with it. But again, Dollar Tree. I, as you can see, don't have any way to display electronic items or, you know, plug in anything. And so I tried to make this as friendly as possible for what I have without actually drilling holes or anything. So again, Dollar Tree, I went and got these lights. Now, these were on sale from Christmas. So I just bought what they had. So these are like the little star battery operated ones, and you can take them and put them inside there, and they have this little battery pack that comes with it, and you just put 2 batteries in. But look at that. It lights it up and it makes it absolutely beautiful without actually having to have it plugged in. So if I wanted to, I could go through and turn these on each shelf and let these light up, and they would just be amazing. Now, Department 56 actually does a very good job. So if you have seen the Harry Potter movies or been to the Wizarding World in Orlando or anything like that, you'll know that the buildings are not straight. They are very, like, they look like they were created by goblins or, you know, house elves or something like that. And so nothing is straight. And when Department 56 made these, they did the exact same thing. So as you can see, they look like they have been broken, or they look like they are not straight or lined up or anything. And that is because that's the way they're supposed to be. And so, but the parts and the pieces and the paintings of these are absolutely beautiful. Now, one thing about the Gringotts Bank is it is actually a 2-piece set, which you have to buy separately. And so the second piece of this, which I'm just going to sit this right here for now. The second piece of this actually goes on top, or you could put it beside it if you wanted to, but if you don't have height like this, you could actually put it on the ground or beside it. But it is actually the dragon. So in the book and in the movies, they have a dragon that actually is there to protect the Gringotts vaults. And this is the dragon. This is a replica of it. So again, if you go to the Wizarding World in Orlando, and you go into Diagon Alley, at the end you can see the Gringotts Bank, and the dragon is up on top of it. And it actually breathes fire every so often, so you can witness that. And it is very, very hot. I think I read that it was like over like 3,000 degrees or something that actually comes from that. So on the Gringotts Bank, you can see that it is like a shape of the bottom of it, and it actually fits onto the top of the bank like that. So looking at it from this direction, you can see the dragon, and looking at it from this way, you can see his face. So I'm gonna actually display mine, I think, over here to where we can see his face. I think I'm actually gonna turn it this way, and I'm gonna put my little lighting feature that I have. I'm not gonna hold it by that part because that is not the smartest thing to do. But I am actually going to pull my pieces back here and display it like that. So then I have the box back here with the battery pack in it, and you really can't see it. So I think that works pretty good, actually. So I also found these little frames at Dollar Tree again. They're silver and they're very small. They're like a 2x3. And so I thought, well, I have pins that I would like to display. And so I got these actually from the Wizarding World in Orlando. This one is the dragon on top of the Gringotts Bank. And then I ended up getting one other one that is so when you go on the Gringotts Bank, the ride, there is an elevator that you go in, and it actually shows you the part of the elevator at the top that goes to the different levels. And so each one of them is considered a mile. So I ended up getting this one also because I really liked it, and this part moves, and so you can just kind of see, like, it's a very good detailed pin. I believe these were anywhere from like $9 to $15 a piece. I don't think either one of these were 15, but I think these were more around the $10 range. And so I ended up getting both of these, and I took the backs off of these frames, and I just put some, like, this is the piece that actually came inside the frame on the back. And then I ended up just putting this little, it's like a foam paper foam board thing that I got. I got a huge pack of this stuff at, I believe it was at Walmart for like $8. I think there was like, gosh, probably 50 or 60 sheets of it. And this is like half of a sheet. And I just doubled it. And then you can poke your pins in and put your pin backs back on it. You can just like lean it up against something. And so I think I'm going to just kind of maybe put these here and here. Now, I don't really like that it's covering that, so let's go ahead and like scoot these to the side and kind of angle them in, maybe. And I don't really want this one over here because I do have the bank there, so let's just kind of do them that way. And then I kind of like that one is a little bit over the front, but not all the way. So I think I'm gonna try to do this one the same way. See, it's kind of covering the frame just a little bit, but not the image. Yeah, I think I kind of like that way. There we go. I really didn't want to do Funko Pops. I don't know. I mean, again, they're the characters, but I like that they are baby looking, but they're not. And so one piece that I saw online that I really wanted to get but was kind of high that I was finding was the dragon from Gringotts, where it's Harry, Hermione, and Ron are actually flying on the dragon's back. So I ended up looking for it for a long time, and I ended up finding this one at Five Below. It was in the 5 and beyond, so it was $15. But online, like everywhere else I have found it, on Amazon and eBay and things like that, it's been like $40. So I ended up getting it when I found it. So you try Five Below and things like that, especially if it's something that you don't think you will be able to find. Like, I mean, you may be surprised. So I ended up getting this one. And I think I'm actually just going to like put it right here in the middle, kind of angle him a little bit and give me something just to kind of put there. Now again, these won't all stay like this. I think I'm gonna bring him out just a little bit towards the front. As I add more items and stuff, things will change. But for now, I want it to kind of be nicely, you know, displayed. And in Universal Studios Orlando, they actually have like the money exchange in Diagon Alley, and you can exchange real money for Gringotts money. Now the thing about that is it's actually usable anywhere on Universal properties, so you can use it for food, you can use it for merchandise, you can use it for whatever. But the thing about it is when you go into the money exchanges, you give them say $10, okay? They will give you in return one of these envelopes, and you get to keep this. And so it's really good for displaying and for souvenir purposes to have something that really doesn't actually cost you anything. So for $10, you actually get like one of these, which looks like they're Gringotts money. I'm actually covering up the bottom of it because I'm not sure if that barcode is like, I feel like it's probably what they use to cash it in. But it's actually money that can be used. Now, I have not used these. I actually got them to bring back as a souvenir. And so I didn't want to cash them in. Now, if I go back, they don't expire. So at any point, if I did decide to use them, I definitely could. And I'm going to use another one of these to just kind of put over here and put this on here for height. Now, I do have an item that I am planning to get. I just haven't gotten it yet. And it is the, it's made by Noble Collection, and it's the Gringotts Goblin. And he's actually sitting at the desk. One of the other things that I got at the money exchange, which this is by Noble Collection, and I ended up changing mine up just a little bit, but I can always redo it. I ended up getting the Gringotts money, which is actually showing like the Knut, the galleon, and the sickle. Which you can see in there. They're so pretty. And they actually say Harry Potter right here. But when I was printing out my my actual labels for my potions down here, I actually found this image online, and I ended up printing it out and making it the same shape as that when I cut it out and put it in there, just because I thought it looked more like, you know, for Gringotts than like the actual Harry Potter films. So I have this one. Now this one retails, I believe, for $29 by Noble Collection. It is an actual prop replica of like their money and everything. So I kind of felt like this was a good one. Now if you buy this at Universal Studios, which I did, just know that they run about $5 more. So it's going to be about $35 instead of ordering it directly from Noble Collection for like the $29, $30 range. So I think I'm just going to put that one right there just to kind of display it. And then I also was just on eBay looking at some stuff, and I found this. Now, I ordered this for just a couple of dollars off of eBay, and I actually got this little bag with the little ties on it, and inside it is just the plastic that it came in and the plastic that the coins came in. But it actually came with the Gringotts coins, and you can see they look almost identical to the ones that are by the Noble Collection, the replica ones. Trying to get these to focus. Sometimes if I get off camera, it will help the items to focus. But they look very real, and they are made out of metal, which is really neat. That one shows up really good. It's very shiny. Those actually came with this for just a couple of dollars, so I thought, well, I mean, you know, why not? So I think I'm just gonna kind of maybe put it right there for now, and I think maybe I'll just kind of flip these over opposite that so you can kind of see what they, you know, just look like. But anyway, so there's that. And then I also got this while I was at Universal Studios. Yes, we do love Universal Studios. I do. I love going in there and getting very immersed into the actual wizarding world. This is like the Gringotts key. It's the keychain. I think these were $12 if I remember correctly. And I just felt like I actually just had to have this. This is just something that kept calling to me. And I thought, I mean, I don't want to get it to use it. I want to get it for a display, because one thing about Gringotts is all the vaults, and every time they talk about it, they have to have their key. So you always have to have a key to get into your Gringotts vault. So that's why I hung this up right here, was to be able to hang my key. And I just thought that was really good for like a part of, you know, display. That would be really neat. So I got that one. And then at Barnes & Noble, they have these, and they have them on Amazon too, I know. These are by, I believe it's Running Press is the company. But they have these little mini things that you can get. And this one is actually the Fantastic Beast Niffler. But if you read the books, they actually have these creatures and beasts in the actual Harry Potter movies or the books. They're not in the movies, they're in the books. But they do talk about Nifflers and stuff like that in there. And the fact that he looks like he is like on gold, I felt like I had to have, and he makes noise. So I thought, what better than to get it for the Gringotts shelf. So I ended up getting this one when I was at Barnes & Noble. And they do have these little buttons and things like that on here, and you can see the sounds and things. But if you push on him, you can hear him making noises. And he's actually holding, like, it looks like kind of a piece of gold there. So I felt like I kind of needed him for the Gringotts shelf also. So I think I'm just going to kind of put him right there under the key. I think that's kind of a good place for him. He's just playing with his gold. And then I still have these to put up, so I ended up with 2 of them. So I think for now I'm just going to, let's see, maybe put it there. No, maybe we'll just put it down here. So let's see. I don't know that I love that there. If we move this over here. Maybe that's better. Maybe not, but for now, it'll be fine. Okay, and so now you have been on this adventure with me to be able to see like how I'm displaying things and how they are going. And so this is my Gringotts shelf. So if this has helped you at all, or if you have any ideas or suggestions, definitely leave a comment below and let me know. You know, what would you do different, or what would you add to it, or what brands do you like to use? Do you have any that you think are better than, say, the Department 56 or the Noble collection as far as replicas go? I would definitely love to hear. So anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you for being here. Be sure to like and subscribe. And as always, have a great day. We love you.